Today on the show, it's the arts. We have Arthur Two Sheds Jackson. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. I see in the news today that the supposed DC madam was found dead, apparently of suicide. I have no doubt that she was in fact murdered, and it was made to look like a suicide. Probably killed for what she knows about powerful people who have used her services in the past. And I would not be surprised if some of her girls may end up following in the same path. It wasn't too long ago that Dick Cheney's name was coming up in relation to the DC madam, and one wouldn't be surprised by that. After all, the country's real president, Dick Cheney, the asshole himself, must get his kick some way. So, DC madam dead. Supposed suicide, but probably murdered to keep her mouth shut. I see also that in polls, Clinton has pulled to a virtual neck-and-neck tie with Obama, even as one superdelegate switches over to Obama. You have Newt Gingrich predicting that Clinton is going to win the Democratic nomination. Of course, in the previous few days, we've also had a new great deal of controversy over additional comments by Reverend Wright, who is Obama's former pastor. It's rather astonishing to me that anybody could have any illusions about Obama and his relationship with Reverend Wright, and how anybody could possibly view him as being in the dark about Reverend Wright's comments. Oh, anybody is free to believe whatever they want, and certainly Reverend Wright can say whatever he wants. But I think it's certainly inappropriate to be doing so from the pulpit in a supposed church, especially using profanity and racist and all types of other rhetoric that have no business in a church, in my opinion. But then again, there will be others who disagree with me. But the real thing is, and the most important thing in my point of view is, who is going to fucking believe? And I know there are people that do, but who are you, and what is wrong with you that you actually believe Obama when he says he sat there in that church for 20 years and he didn't hear any of this stuff? Totally unaware of it, completely. Once again, I think it illustrates the psychotic nature of people who slavishly support particular candidates for public office. Because I, for one, have some semblance of brain cells inside my fucking skull. So I would not believe such a ridiculous statement. Obama would have been better off had he said, yes, I knew all about it, and I agree with a lot of what he says. Because at least that I could believe. I wouldn't like it any better, but I believe it, rather than the fucking lies that he tries to shove down people's throat. And then his wife interviewed along with him, talking about Reverend Wright, has the gall to say that we really need to stop this issue and talking about this, because all of this talk about Reverend Wright is keeping us from educating our children. What? What the hell is that? Where'd you get that from? Miss, I was proud of the United States one time in my entire life. Thank you very much. Miss probably got everything handed to her. Had a great job, makes lots of money, married to a successful lawyer and politician, has healthy kids, all made possible by this country, but she hates it. One has to wonder what the true feelings of her husband are for this country as well. And let's not forget that I am not a supporter of Hillary Clinton either. But if it came down to the two of them, I'd pick her any day of the goddamn week. Thank you. It almost seems as though Reverend Wright is deliberately trying to sabotage Obama's campaign, maybe for his too little, too late, trying to distance himself from Reverend Wright. Or perhaps it's some agenda that we're not privy to, being that we're not elitist, power-mad, wealth-filled, rich, unbelievably high above everybody else demagogues. So we couldn't possibly understand the motivations of these people. So I don't know what's going on, but it certainly seems that like Reverend Wright is deliberately sabotaging Obama's chances. Whether that's being directed by somebody else or it's a personal vendetta on his part, I don't know, but that's what it certainly seems like it is to me. I also see that we sent some missiles into Somalia, so congratulations. We're not at war with enough people. Let's send some missiles and bomb some more people back into the fucking Stone Age. Great job, U.S. military. Great job, President Bush, or should I say, acting figurehead Bush, and President Dick, so the fuck what, Cheney. Exxon Mobil's net increased 17%. That's 17% in the first quarter, as their profits continue to fly through the roof. And the oil companies and the gas companies and everybody else in the energy sector continue to bleed us dry and suck all of the blood out of our veins and every last nickel and dime out of our pocketbooks. Where's it going to end? $10 a gallon for gas? For a start, probably. Stock market's definitely being manipulated up big today. I think the presidential plunge team, the Federal Reserve, and other movers and shakers in the upper echelons of power are manipulating the stock market in defiance of the bad economic news, which is continuing and which is also still looming in the future. Interest rates were lowered again, and the Fed has continued its complete disregard for the dollar. And in related news, it seems as though some more of the Gulf states are going to drop the dollar as their peg currency. So that'll be another blow to our already stumbling currency, which, of course, all of this falling currency value is not helping our pocketbooks very much, enabling us to buy critically needed fuel, food supplies, etc., which all of those prices are going up and up and up. So once again, it's screw you, America. Screw you, American citizens. If you can't buy food to feed your family and you can't buy gas to go back and forth to work, so fucking what? Too fucking bad. Period. And one last thing on a cultural note. What the hell is going on with Miley Cyrus? And what's up with these pictures in Vanity Fair? What the hell was she thinking? And more importantly, what the hell was her dad thinking? I mean, Billy Ray Cyrus, he can't have that much of a brain, but he at least has to have some sense of what is right or looks normal. Not this frickin' mess he has appearing in these pictures with his daughter, for Christ's sake. What the hell is that? Disney seems to have cooled on her a little bit right now. Well, God, I wonder why. What the hell is going on around here? Thought she's supposed to be an upstanding young lady, and now you have this. Are there no young girl role models left in this country? Would please one step forward. Thank you. Good night.